everyone, it's Mariel again with another math tutorial episode. So ayan, sobrang na-miss ko ulit kayo. And kung bago ka pa lang dito sa ating YouTube channel, please huwag mo munang kalimutang mag-subscribe. Siyempre, mamaya i-like mo tong video na to and i-hit mo na din yung notification bell down below para naman palagi kang updated sa mga bago kong tutorials, mga bago kong ina-upload dito sa ating YouTube channel. Ayan, pasensya na medyo pagod tayo ngayon kasi nagtipod pa tayo ng table. Ayan. And ito na nga, may bago na naman akong offer sa inyo. And this is for grade 8 mathematics first quarter. Alright? So ito ay kaduktong lang naman nung dalawa kong in-upload recently all about factoring polynomials. Yeah? And yung first, yung lesson 1 is factoring polynomials with the greatest common monomial factor. Ilalagay ko yan dito sa taas. And the second tutorial is the factoring polynomials with difference of two squares. And ganyan nga is we're gonna focus on factoring polynomials with sum and difference of two cubes. Alright, so kung interesado ka, panoorin mo to hanggang dulo. And without further ado, simulan na natin after the intro. Sige, simulan na natin to, no? So, as I was saying kanina, what are we going to focus on is the factoring polynomials with sum and difference of two cubes, okay? So, kung kayo ay familiar na sa cubes, mas madali nyo na lang itong makakope up, mas madali nyo itong maiintindihan. And of course, I want you to listen and pwede kayong mag-jot down or magsulat ng mga important parts na pwede kong maibigay sa inyo. Alright? So, bago natin ito simulan, kailangan may knowledge muna kayo about perfect cubes. So, di ba may tinatawag tayong perfect squares? Yeah, di ba? Yung perfect squares, these are numbers or expressions that we could express to the power of 2, right? Ngayon, perfect cubes naman tayo. So, when we say perfect cubes, these are numbers or expressions that can be expressed to the power of 3. Okay? Diba? Cubes means 3 or exponent of 3. Alright? So, for example, we have number 1, 8. 8 is a perfect cube. Why? Because we can express this in 2 raised to 3. Why? Kasi nga, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay? So, para mas madali, no? Tip lang sa inyo, any number you multiplied 3 times, the answer would be a perfect cubes. For example, 4 raised to 3. Ayan. 4 times 4 times 4, di ba? So, that is 64. Therefore, 64 is a perfect cube. Any number you multiplied 3 times by itself, that the answer in that specific number is a perfect cube. Kagaya lang din to ng definition ng perfect square, no? So, wag natin masyadong pakomplikahin ang mathematics kasi nga math is really fun, right? So, ayan, number 2 example, we have x raised to 6. X raised to 6 can be expressed like this. X raised to 2 raised to 3. Ayan. So, palagi nyo tatandaan na ang base natin ay 3. Kung ano yung exponent, yun yung ilalagay natin palagi sa labas, no? So, hanapin na lang natin yung kapartner ni 3. When we multiply, 6 ang sagot. Therefore, that is 2. Then, we could express x raised to 6 as x squared raised to 3. Okay? Another example, we have 125x cubed. Ayan. So, si 125 is, hanapin niyo yung pinaka-root niya, or when we say root, cube root, no? So, ang tawag kasi dito is root or cube root of 64. No? So, kapag ginanto kasi natin yan, ayan, cube root of 64, that is 4. So, yung root or pinaka-ugat. Okay? So, ano ba ang pinaka-root ni 125 para masabi natin siyang perfect cubes? That is 5. Bakit? Kasi 5 times 5 times 5 is, of course, 125. Okay? And then, dahil nga meron na tayong 5, erase ko lang to. Yan. Siyempre, si x cubed naman. How are we going to express x cubed to the power of 3? Of course, may iwan na lang si 1. Kasi automatic 3 yan. So therefore, that is x raised to 3 or 5x raised to 3. And that is how are we going to express 125x cubed to the power of 3. Okay? Therefore, these are a perfect cubes. Okay? And as you can see naman, no, wala tayong inilagay dito, no? Automatic 1 yan. Kasi nga, 3 times 1, that is 3. Okay, so take a look at this. Ayan. So, mag-iba dito, madali lang to, no? So, ito is tinatawag nating rules for factoring the difference or sum and difference of two cubes. Okay? So, kapag nakita nyo na ganito siya, ang polynomial, ang itsura niya is pag ganito, a cubed minus b cubed. That is what we call the difference of two cubes. Diba? Kasi minus yan. Okay? Kapag naman ganito yung polynomial, ganito yung itsura, that is what we call the sum of two cubes. Kasi nga, dalawang cubes, tapos addition yung nasa unahan. Okay? Kaya nga ang gagawin natin is factoring polynomials with sum and difference of two cubes. Alright? And then, ito yung pinaka-pattern. So, ibibigay ko na to sa inyo para hindi na tayo malito mamaya, no? So, ang pattern ng ating difference of two cubes, ito yung pinaka-factor niya. Ito na yung pinaka-factored form. Ayan. So, definitely, ganito yung magiging itsura nung kailangan nating i-factor and then kailangan nating makuha itong binomial and the trinomial na factored form. Okay? So, we have a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So, tandaan nyo kapag ka negative or minus yan, palaging ang first factor is minus and then plus na yung dalawang operation na nasa kabilang factor. Okay? Kapag naman siya ay plus, plus dito, ayan o, minus, minus, plus, plus, and then dito naman is magiging minus siya sa gitna and then plus sa dulo. So, ganito ang palatandaan natin dyan. Minus, minus, plus, plus. Dalawang minus, dalawang plus kapag ka difference of two cubes. Kapag naman sum of two cubes, plus, plus, minus, plus. Okay? So, anyway, madali nyo lang din naman itong matatandaan kapag ka mamaya makikita natin kung paano na talaga sila sinasolve. Okay? Okay, so take a look at our first example. We have here x cubed minus 64. Okay? So, I want you to listen properly para naman mas madali nyo itong maintindihan. Okay? Alam kong kayang-kaya nyo to. Okay? So, we have here a difference of two cubes. Right? Okay, therefore, what are we going to use or the form that are we going to use is this form. Ayan. So, therefore, ang dapat makuha nating sagot is ganito. Or kagaya niyan. Right? Kagaya ng mga operations meron dyan. Okay? So, what are we going to do is, tuturuan ko ng dalawang step. The first step is to express each term to the power of 3. How are we going to express each term to the power of 3? Ganito lang siya kadali. Lagay ka kagad ng parenthesis dyan, and then lagay ka ng 3, kasi to the power of 3 yan. And then, lagay ka ng parenthesis, lagay ka ng 3. Okay? So, dito kailangan memorize nyo or familiar kayo sa mga perfect cubes or yung mga numbers na mayroong perfect cube. Okay? So, sa ganitong pagkakataon, pwede nyong hanapin siya sa 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Therefore, nakuha nyo na ang root or may express nyo na siya to the power of 3. That is 4, di ba? Kasi 4 times 4 is 64. Alright? So, ngayon, dahil nga ito ay x cube, automatic, x lang itong ilalagay natin dyan, no? Tama ba? Kasi x raised to 1 yan, actually. Pero kapag in-express natin yan sa ganitong form, 3 times 1 yan. So, that is 3. And hindi na natin nilalagay yung 1 kasi automatic na yan. No? And kung nahihirapan naman kayo mag-express to the power of 3, pwede nyong gawin to. Kuhanin nyo lang yung cube root ng dalawang to. Like, for example, we have cube root of x cubed. Yan. And cube root of x cubed, you're just going to cancel, and then x na lang natira. And ito na siya. Diba? Si 64 naman, pwede nyo din yung gawin ganito. Cube root of 64. So, kung may calculator kayo or marunong kayong gumamit ng scientific calculator, kayang-kaya niyo yung sagutan. Pero kung memorize niyo naman yung mga numbers na mayroong perfect cubes, sobrang dali na lang din nito para sa inyo. Right? So, of course, cube root of 64 is 4. And ito nga siya. Okay? So, ganun lang naman siya kasimple. Trace ko lang. And then, for the next step, ito, madali lang din to. Kukopyahin lang natin to. And then, etong x, tsaka 4, sila lang yung magiging A, tsaka B. So, palagi nyo yung tatandaan, okay? So, what are we going to do is to just substitute A and B to this form. Kasi nandito tayo sa difference of two cubes, right? So, we have A minus B, and that is x. Ano ba ang A natin? X minus, ang B natin ay 4. Okay? And then, kunin mo naman yung trinomial niyang factored. So, we have A squared, and ang ating A is x. So, we have x squared, gayahin lang natin yon. Plus, dahil plus yung nandun, A and B. Yung multiply A and B, ang A natin ay x, and ang ating B ay 4. Alright? And then, plus pa din yung nasa dulo, no? So, ang B natin is 4. Right? Yan, B, 4. So, we have 4 squared. Ayan. Ganun lang kasimple yung pagsasubstitute natin dito sa pinaka form natin ng sum and difference of two cubes, no? So, hindi naman siya masyadong komplikado. Medyo malilito lang kayo kapag hindi nyo memorize itong form na to, no? So, kaya nga pinapakita ko sa inyo kung paano siya ginagawa. Okay? And then, right after that, just simplify. So, kunin lang natin tong x minus 4 kasi okay na siya. So, we have x squared. Kailangan pa ba natin i-simplify ang x squared? Hindi na. So, ibaba nyo lang yan dyan. Plus, x times 4, that is 4x. Plus, 4 raised to 2. Diba? When, kapag may exponent, or if a number is expressed to the exponent, you're just going to multiply the number itself to how many times the exponent is. Dahil nga ito ay 2, so therefore, 4 times 4 yun, di ba? Dalawang 4. So, 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Ayan. Therefore, x cubed minus 64 is equal to x minus 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 16. And this is already the final factored form of this polynomial. Okay? So, that is how are we going to factor polynomials with sum and difference of two cubes. Anyway, madami pa naman tayong example. So, wag kayong malito dito. Alright? And, syempre, may way tayo on how to check it, kung tama ba yung nakuha nating sagot. And ganito lang sila kasimple. Wait lang, ituturo ko sa inyo. Ayan, so pasensya na kayo, medyo tabi-tabingi pala yung sulat ko kanina, no? So, inayos ko lang. And ganito, kung nagda-doubt kayo kung tama ba to, ma'am, tama ba yan? Okay, so ganito yung gagawin, enable for you to check. So, what are you going to do to check is to use the distributive property of equality. So, i-distribute mo lang to or i-multiply mo lang tong binomial natin dito sa ating trinomial. So, how? Kunin lang natin to. Lahat ng terms is i-multiply natin dito sa dalawang terms na nandito. So, we have x squared times x minus 4. Ayan. Of course, that is plus. Kunin mo lang din yung 4x times x minus 4 ulit. Lahat, no? Okay, multiply natin. Okay, this is just to check. And then 16 plus 16 times x minus 4 again. Okay? So, use distributive property of equality. Okay? X squared times x. Ayan, x squared times x. That is x cubed. Remember, kapag mag-multiply tayo ng variable, i-add natin yung exponent na mayroon sa kanila. Since ito ay automatic may 1, so that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay? Negative 4 times x squared, that is negative 4x squared. Okay? And then, positive 4x times x, that is plus 4x squared kasi x times x is x squared. Dalawa yung magiging exponent. minus 4x times negative 4 is, of course, negative 16x. Tama? And then, plus 16 times x, that is 16x. And then 16 times negative 4, that is 64. Okay? And then just simplify. I-simplify lang natin. Meron bang kagaya si x cubed? Wala. So, kopyahin mo lang yan. Negative 4x squared, meron ba siyang ka-like terms dito sa mga to? Of course, meron. Si 4x squared. And since magkaiba sila ng sign, ito ay negative, ito ay positive, therefore, we're going to cancel them. Just cancel, okay? Si negative 16x tsaka si positive 16x, magkaiba din sila ng sign. Therefore, we're just going to cancel kasi 0 naman din yung magiging sagot dyan, di ba? Kasi negative 4x squared plus 4x squared, that is 0. Negative 16x plus 16x, that is 0. Again. And then, natira na lang si negative 64. So, that is x cubed minus 64. Are they the same? Yes, they are. Therefore, yung nakuha nating sagot kanina sa pagfa-factor natin ng polynomial na ito or the sum and difference of two cubes, and since ito ay difference of two cubes, is of course tama ang nakuha nating sagot. Okay, so ganun mo lang naman siya i-check.